Welcome to the Stoic Quotient. Today we'll be talking about dogs in the Stoic era, companions, guardians, and symbols of philosophy. Dogs were an integral part of life in the Stoic period, roughly 3rd century BCE to 2nd century CE, playing multiple roles in ancient Greece and Rome. Far from being mere pets, they served as protectors, hunters, war assets, and even philosophical symbols. The way dogs lived, instinctual, loyal, and in harmony with nature, aligned closely with Stoic ideals of self-sufficiency, discipline, and acceptance of the natural order. Dogs in ancient Greece and Rome. They were guardians and protectors. Large, powerful breeds like the Molossian hound were commonly used to guard homes, livestock, and even military encampments. The Molossians, ancestors of modern-day mastiffs and the cane corso, were highly valued for their courage and imposing presence. They were often chained at entrances, depicted in Roman mosaics with the inscription Cave Canem, beware of the dog, serving as an early form of home security. They were hunters and trackers. Hunting was a popular pastime among the Greek and Roman elite, and dogs played a crucial role in tracking and chasing game. The swift and agile Laconian hound, a breed favored by the Spartans, was known for its endurance and ability to hunt wild boar. Celtic greyhounds, introduced to Rome through conquests, were used to chase deer and hares, prized for their speed and keen senses. They were companions of the elite. While large dogs had roles in security and hunting, smaller breeds were beloved companions of Roman aristocrats, particularly women. The Melton dog, ancestor of the modern Maltese, was a lapdog favored by noble families. These tiny, affectionate dogs were often pampered, carried in the folds of their owners' togas, and even depicted in elaborate artwork as symbols of status and refinement. They were fierce and loyal dogs in war. Some breeds, particularly the Molossians, were trained for battle, wearing armor and serving alongside soldiers. These war dogs were unleashed upon enemies, biting and intimidating opponents. The Romans valued their war dogs so much that they often bred them specifically for military campaigns. How did dogs coexist with people in ancient times? They had a great philosophical symbolism in ancient times. Dogs were not just practical animals in ancient times. They also held deep philosophical significance. The Cynics, a school of thought that heavily influenced Stoicism, derived their name from the Greek kynikos, dog-like. Cynic philosophers admired the way dogs lived freely, without concern for material wealth or social conventions. They viewed dogs as models of self-sufficiency, living according to nature and seeking only what was necessary. Key Stoic principles. Diogenes, the most famous Cynic philosopher, even referred to himself as a dog and took pride in his rejection of societal norms. His teachings would later influence the Stoics, who also emphasized living simply and rejecting external validation. Dogs in daily life of ancient Rome and Greece. Dogs were common sights in the bustling streets of ancient cities, accompanying their owners to markets, guarding homes, or simply roaming freely. Roman and Greek mosaics frequently depict dogs curled up at their master's feet, symbolizing loyalty and companionship. Wealthy Romans often kept dogs not just for security, but also as status symbols, parading their well-groomed pets through city streets. They were part of burials and tributes. The bond between humans and dogs was strong enough that Romans sometimes buried their beloved dogs with gravestones bearing heartfelt inscriptions. Many of these epitaphs expressed gratitude for the dog's unwavering companionship and loyalty, virtues that Stoics held in the highest regard. One such inscription from an ancient Roman tombstone reads, "To my faithful companion, who never left my side and guarded me as I slept, may you run free in the fields beyond." This deep emotional connection between humans and dogs echoes Stoic themes of constancy, duty, and the importance of living harmoniously with nature. Yes, Diogenes the Cynic did speak about dogs. Although not a Stoic himself, Diogenes profoundly influenced Stoic philosophy. He embraced the metaphor of being a dog, believing that dogs lived with greater wisdom than most people. Dogs, he argued, did not seek unnecessary luxuries, did not fear judgment, and lived in accordance with their nature. Epictetus spoke about acceptance of one's nature. Epictetus, a later Stoic philosopher, often emphasize the importance of accepting one's nature. Just as a dog does not try to be anything other than a dog, humans should not resist their true nature, but instead cultivate inner virtue. Marcus Aurelius and military dogs. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, likely encountered many dogs during his military campaigns. Though he did not explicitly mention them in Meditations, his Stoic reflections on discipline, loyalty, and resilience mirror the qualities that dogs embodied in Roman society. The legacy of dogs from the Stoic era. Many of the dog breeds that existed during the Stoic period have descendants today. The Molossian hound gave rise to modern mastiffs and cane corsos, while Laconian hounds contributed to the development of greyhounds. The Meliton lapdog evolved into today's Maltese. The way dogs lived and interacted with humans in ancient times remains strikingly relevant. Their unwavering loyalty, instinctual nature, and ability to live simply align with Stoic ideals, reminding us that true contentment comes not from excess, but from living in accordance with nature and focusing on what truly matters. Be more like your dog. Stoic wisdom in modern life. Dogs naturally embody Stoic virtues, living in the present, adapting to change, and finding joy in simplicity. We can learn from them by living in the moment, let go of regrets and anxieties, be adaptable, accept change without resistance, staying loyal and reliable, show up for loved ones with integrity, embracing simplicity. Happiness isn't in material wealth, facing challenges with courage, act fearlessly when needed. Your dog may be more stoic than you. Maybe it's time to follow their example. Thanks for watching the Stoic Quotient. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe.